Thank you for gathering here today as we explore one of life's most profound and transformative truths. When we fall, we learn, and then we rise. This phrase isn't just a comforting saying, it captures the very essence of what it means to be human. To fall, to experience setbacks, and to face failures is part of the universal journey that each of us shares. No one goes through life without facing moments that shape them, challenge them, or make them question everything. But it's precisely in these moments that we discover our strength, our resilience, and our capacity for growth. Life is not simply a series of successes, it's a cycle of falling, learning, and rising again. And it's in this cycle that we become who we are meant to be. When we talk about falling, we mean those moments when our plans are disrupted, our expectations are dashed, and our dreams feel like they're slipping out of reach. Falling can mean failing an important exam, losing a job, facing rejection, or enduring the pain of a broken relationship. It can even mean experiencing deep loss or profound disappointment in ourselves or in life circumstances. These are the moments when we feel vulnerable, frustrated, and sometimes even defeated. It's natural in these times to feel as though our world has turned upside down and to wonder if we'll ever regain our footing. But if we take a closer look, we see that falling is an invitation, a difficult, yet valuable invitation to learn. There's a reason that some of life's most important lessons come during times of hardship rather than ease. When we succeed, it's easy to feel confident and capable. But when we fail, we're forced to confront what went wrong. We have to examine our decisions, question our approach, and evaluate our actions. It's through this process of introspection and analysis that we truly begin to grow. We may realize, for example, that we need to work harder, adopt a new strategy, or simply approach life with a different perspective. This kind of learning often reveals strengths we didn't know we had or flaws that we can now begin to address. Falling teaches us humility, resilience, and patience. It reminds us that we are not perfect and that there is always more to learn and improve upon. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, one of history's greatest inventors. Edison is celebrated for creating the light bulb, but what many people don't realize is the sheer number of attempts it took for him to reach his goal. Edison failed thousands of times before he finally succeeded in creating a working model. For anyone else, those repeated failures might have been enough to give up. But for Edison, each failure was simply another lesson, a stepping stone that brought him closer to his goal. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's perseverance demonstrates that falling is not a sign of weakness. It's a crucial part of the path to success. Without those failures, without the lessons he learned from each misstep, he might never have made the breakthroughs that changed the world. Similarly, consider the story of Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players in history. Before becoming a six-time NBA champion and global icon, Jordan was cut from his high school varsity basketball team. For a young man with dreams of basketball greatness, this rejection was devastating. But instead of letting it end his dreams, Jordan used it as fuel to drive him forward. He practiced tirelessly, determined to improve his skills and prove his worth. Reflecting on his career, he later said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." Jordan's story reminds us that it's not the fall that defines us, but our response to it. His success was built on resilience, grit, and a willingness to learn from each failure. The path to rising after a fall is not always easy, and it's rarely straightforward. When we fall, it's natural to feel a range of emotions: disappointment, frustration, sadness, and even shame. These emotions can make us question our worth or doubt our abilities. But it's precisely in these moments that resilience becomes our greatest asset. Resilience is the strength that allows us to face our struggles without giving up. It's the inner courage that pushes us to keep going, even when the path ahead is uncertain. When we rise after a fall, we are not just returning to where we were, we are rising with a new perspective, new insights, and a greater sense of purpose. We are not simply overcoming our setbacks, we are transforming because of them. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, is another example of someone who rose stronger after facing enormous challenges. Before Rowling became one of the world's best-selling authors, she experienced intense hardship. She was a single mother living on government assistance, struggling to make ends meet while writing her first book. Her manuscript for Harry Potter was rejected by 12 different publishers, each one telling her that her story wasn't worth publishing. For many people, such repeated rejection would be enough to abandon their dreams. But Rowling persevered. She believed in her work, in her vision, and in herself, even when others did not. Eventually, she found a publisher willing to take a chance on her story, and the rest is history. Rowling's journey shows us that rising isn't just about achieving success, it's about believing in ourselves, even when the odds are stacked against us. Her falls taught her resilience, patience, and a deep understanding of her own strength. Each of these examples illustrates that rising is not about returning to where we started. It's about moving forward with a new sense of purpose and a greater understanding of ourselves. Every fall teaches us something valuable. It challenges us to question our assumptions, to adapt, and to grow. In many ways, falling is a gift, though it may not feel like it at the time. It's an opportunity to learn, to strengthen our resolve, and to gain the skills and insights that will serve us in the future. Falling reminds us that success is not a straight line, but a journey filled with twists, turns, and unexpected challenges. And it's in navigating these challenges that we become the people we are meant to be. Rising after a fall also requires us to accept that we will never be perfect, we will make mistakes, encounter setbacks, and experience disappointments. But these moments don't define our worth, they are simply part of the journey. When we learn to view falling as a natural part of growth, we free ourselves from the fear of failure. This freedom allows us to take risks, to dream boldly, and to pursue our passions without being paralyzed by the possibility of falling short. In embracing both our successes and our failures, we learn to live fully and authentically. In addition to personal growth, falling and rising often reveal our life's purpose. Many people who have faced profound struggles discover that they can use their experiences to help others. They turn their pain into purpose, their challenges into compassion. For instance, survivors of serious illnesses or accidents often become advocates, raising awareness and supporting others who are facing similar challenges. By rising from their own falls, they bring light and hope to those around them, using their experiences to make a positive difference in the world. Their journeys remind us that rising isn't just about personal success. It's about finding ways to uplift others and make an impact. Ultimately, each fall strengthens us, and each rise brings us closer to our fullest potential. The process of falling and rising teaches us to trust ourselves, to lean on our resilience, and to never give up on our dreams. It shows us that life's journey isn't about avoiding challenges, but embracing them as opportunities to grow. When we rise, we carry with us the lessons, insights, and strength we've gained along the way. We become more compassionate, more determined, and more capable of facing whatever comes next. Rising is not a return to where we started, it's a movement toward a future filled with possibility and purpose. As we go forward in our lives, let us remember that each fall is an invitation to learn, each setback a lesson in resilience, and each challenge an opportunity to rise. Let us face our falls with courage, learn from each experience, and rise stronger than before. Life's greatest transformations often come from its hardest moments, and it's in these moments that we discover our true potential. Thank you.